Team, what's happening? We're coming at you with top 5 mistakes. Who doesn't like a good top 5 list? This is specifically for the beginner CrossFit, somebody who is just starting out in this sport, in this style of training, however you want to look at it. That is important though. This is for you. Our top 5 mistakes that we've seen of outboarding and starting countless amounts of athletes. 1, respect the foundations course. Respect the on-ramp course. Whatever it is in that gym, and if you're not familiar with that terminology, it means respect learning the foundation of the movements before you jump into class. So a lot of people are like, I'm good, I don't need to meet with anybody, I can come in, I've been doing HIIT training, I've been in the military, whatever the course may be. If you haven't been in a CrossFit gym, know what a clean and jerk is, a kipping pull-up, been taught an air squat from the ground up, then you should get the foundations course. You should get the on-ramp course. You should go through it. The amount of people that try to skip this is mind-blowing. So you would never try to pick up a guitar and just say, I don't need to learn the basics. I'm just gonna watch other people. You would never jump into triathlon and say, oh, I'm just gonna try it. I'm not gonna learn how to swim, learn how to bike, invest in running and training. These are the building blocks. So invest in a foundations or an on-ramp course. If a gym doesn't have it, I think that's a red flag. If you are trying to skip it, maybe you are not ready to start yet. So take a few seconds, take a breath, and just remember, if you learn the basics, you will excel so much faster, all right? So respect the foundation if you're just getting started. Number 2, find a process that you trust and then start to follow it. Now, trust the process is an overused saying. People talk about that all the time, but you need to find a gym that you trust, a trainer that you trust, a process that you trust, so you're not constantly questioning what's going on. So why are you joining the CrossFit gym? Is it to get in shape? I don't really know what that means. In shape is a lot of different things for a lot of different people. Is it to gain muscle? Is it to lose weight? Is it to learn a clean and jerk? Is it to be a part of community? Whatever that is, you need to figure it out. And then you need to find somewhere or someone where you trust to embark on that journey with. If you are not questioning things constantly and you're coming in ready to work, then you have found some place that can take you to that next level and accomplish your goals. Now, I know it's slightly esoteric, but just bear with me. This is an important piece. So if you're just getting started, don't just join the closest gym. Look around. They are not all created equally. Every CrossFit gym has a different style of training. Maybe they're focused on Olympic lifting or endurance training. You need to find one that fits your needs. You need to find a community that you're excited about. So find a gym where you can trust the process. Number 3, we see this one all the time. Sticking to what you're good at. So in life, if you excel at something, you usually gravitate towards that. If you're a new person in CrossFit and you're coming from a running background, maybe you always show up on the running workouts days. If you're a power lifter and you come into CrossFit, maybe you always show up on the deadlift days. Then it becomes something where, oh, you come into open gym and you work on deadlifts a little bit more. Or you don't come in, you go running outside the gym. You get a little bit better at running. Now, it is a common thing. We all get excited about what we're good at, but the beautiful thing about CrossFit is that you're not gonna go in and skip leg day week after week after week after week. You are going to have to do things that you don't like and you're not good at, unless you totally cherry pick the workouts, which is part of this mistake. So you're trusting the process, you found a good spot, you built the foundation. Now you need to not cherry pick the workouts and not keep doing what you're good at. So you need to do the opposite of that. If you are good at endurance, you should be lifting. If you're good at lifting, you should be working on gymnastics, trying to fill those holes and gaps, getting excited about it, changing your perspective around what it means to be good or not good at something. It's okay if Julie is better at you than pull-ups. Maybe Julie's been here for 2 years. Accept that, embrace that, learn something from Julie. So don't always stick to what you're good at. That's mistake number 3. Constantly try to pick apart your game as an athlete, your fitness game as it relates to your goals, and then try to get better at the things that you are not as good at. Mistake number 4, open mind, open heart, ask questions. Don't see enough of this for people that are just starting. Make sure you don't come in with a hard head. Have confident humility. There's a new book written by Adam Grant called Think Again. Great book. And it's all about trying to let go of our previous preconceived notions and thinking about things in a different perspective. And this applies in the gym also. This is all one big experiment. One day, deadlifts are really good with your hips high, and then maybe they're slightly better with your hips a little bit lower because nobody has thought about that. Just have an open mind as to what that might look like, all right? Especially when you're coming to the gym, you've always done a strict pull-up. Now maybe we're asking you to do a kipping pull-up where you're moving while you're doing the pull-up. Maybe it's better. Maybe it's not for your needs, but you should at least have an open mind. All right? If you come in with that and you are humble when you walk through the doors, you will have less chance of getting injured. I've seen this time and time again. The hard-headed person always gets dinged up, but the person who is respecting the process, has an open mind, is willing to do the work, sometimes that is not as fun, always tends to stay more injury-free. So have an open mind. Ask questions to the coach. That's why they're there. They want to help you. So get them in the middle of the workout. Get them in the strength portion. Pull them aside. Ask them to look at your technique. That's what they like to do. It's harder to work with the athlete that is still silent, head down, and doesn't say too much. Grab the coach, tell them that you want to get better, and then they know they will keep attacking you and working on your technique. Next tip, if you're just getting started, is do not try to keep up with Rick and Karen. We don't know Rick and Karen, how long they've been here. It doesn't matter if they can squat 300 and you can squat 3. What matters is that you are here and you're trying to get better. You're surrounding yourself with people that are like-minded, and they will in turn rise and bring you up, all right? Trying to short rep things as you're moving, not fully completing the range of motion in each movement, because that leads to better movement down the road, right? Shortchanging the push-up means you're going to shortchange a push press, means the lack of strength in the triceps and the shoulders is not going to be there at the end range. And this applies to everything that we do. You will see things overlap constantly. So don't try to beat the clock if you're just starting. First form, then intensity. You'll see this all over. Hopefully you're at a gym where they preach that, and they spend time working EMOMs and different things that are not always racing against the clock, but do not be so concerned about the clock. This is something that even the experienced CrossFitter has to take a step back once in a while and think about. Don't make this mistake in the beginning. Really focus on that form and technique. Ask the coaches to help. As we said before, have that open mind, and then start to push the intensity, start to pick up people that you want to keep track of. But do not short range or short change the motion, all right? We always want to work that full range of motion piece to develop strength on all end ranges of each movement that will excel and help everything across the board. Hope you enjoyed these 5 tips. If you have another one, or you're an experienced CrossFitter, or you're just getting started, drop a comment below and let us know.